Yo guys, welcome back to another update. Not filmed in a couple of weeks. Last time I picked up the camera to vlog, I was talking about my 1k day. Anyways, now I'm here, Rhondili Bay or something, in Wales. It's a really nice beach, really nice place. Just taking a day out after weeks of just non-stop working in my flat. And yeah, the updates are I hit a 1k day, I hit a 2k week, and then everything stopped, and I've not made any sales in 2 or 3 weeks since then. And it is because I was doing a pump and dump thing where you make money and then it suddenly stops, and that's what happened. And if I milked out more of it, I could have made it with like a 3 or 4k week rather than just a 2k week. But it is what it is. And I got my custom product, the one that I was working on creating when I was in Italy. You can see the vlog, see me talking about making a custom product. I've had that for 1 or 2 weeks, and I have started making content for it, but it's not done too well. And I've invested so much money into props, and I've invested so much money into setups, but my views are horrible on TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. Saying that, I got 3,000 or 4,000 views on my 2 videos on Facebook from yesterday, but it's just a random stitch hook that's obviously going to draw attention. But when it's an actual product video, even though the transitions are smooth, the hand movements and everything, people just don't watch it. So people either just don't care about the product at all, or I don't make them watch the video. Either way, I have like 3 or 4 competitors who make similar products and they make money. So I just shouldn't give up. But I also shouldn't give 100% of my dropshipping time to this one product. But anyways, I'm glad I'm here, because in the last week I honestly was crashing out a bit, losing my mind. I was doing pretty well before then, especially when I was making money. That gave me some sort of like spark. But then I kind of, over the last 2 weeks, cut off most social events and just locked in, not making money and working hard, not sleeping well. It wears you down. That's why I'm glad I could come here. My dad came over and we went to the beach here, and just that in itself helps you regulate your mind and kind of switch off from the stress of trying to get rich, trying to pass your exams. And these exams are fucking annoying. Like, I only have 2 exams in the project now, but it's so ridiculous. I don't want to learn all this stuff. I signed up for it, so I have to finish it. But yeah, I've been talking for almost 4 minutes. Don't know how it goes so fast. You can see the beach here. It's really nice. It's like 10 degrees outside, but I'm still going to go for a swim. Regardless of how cold or choppy the water is, it's very choppy. I'll just submerge myself and then go out. But yeah, it's a massive beach. It's like a whole ass desert with some cliffs in the back, and then the sea over there, the Atlantic Ocean. But yeah, I'm gonna film some product videos here actually. I mean, it doesn't really make sense on the beach. It's not like a beach product, but it's aesthetic at least, you know. But yeah, catch you all later. Bro, it's cold. It's cold in here. I'm gonna go. Train. Yo guys, what's up? It's quite dark now. I'm going to the gym. It's like 7 p.m. or something. And yeah, it's been like a week or so since I last vlogged on the beach. And things haven't been going too well with the organic dropshipping things. And honestly, I'm filming now because I was thinking in my head that I kind of feel like I'm losing hopes from time to time on. I don't feel like I'm worth the sorts of goals I have in my head, you know, being millionaire, I don't know, living in Dubai, having many cars, you know, like kind of like luxury lifestyle you see on Instagram. You need to in your head believe that you are worth having that in the future. But if not even in the future, you need to believe that you are worth having it at all. Well, right now actually. And I've not really had that. Like, I've struggled with actually believing that I'm worth that kind of thing, which is normal, I guess. But all that to say that doing a master's degree is not particularly easy, and especially in maths, and also training 7 times a week at least, and trying to just be a normal person, and then also having this wild dream living in a place like here. It's not really, you know, it makes sense that you struggle with seeing that kind of potential in yourself. Like, it's easy watching if other people who do the same business model, easy to see them being their penthouse or their 3-bedroom flat and being like, yeah, I believe that I'm the guy, I believe that I can do it. Obviously it's easy for them because they have some sort of proof of concept, but right now I don't have any proof of concept. I don't have anything really that can show that I have the potential. It's all in my mind right now, and if I don't believe it without any evidence, you know, it might not happen. But to actually believe it, you know, it's hard to flip that switch in your mind, and some days I feel it, but honestly 80% of the time, like today, I don't feel anything at all. In fact, I feel complete lack of any sort of drive or motivation. So that 1k day I had was just a fluke. Like, it wasn't even a product, it was honestly just a fluke. I mean, it still happened, but I kind of fucked up because the Instagram account got suspended. My mentor told me to archive all my posts. I was, you know, basically stealing someone's videos, but from TikTok, as people do sometimes, to get a quick bag. But I didn't listen to him. But anyways, that was a whole fluke, and I do want to just make money from my own product. It's the best feeling, but I've not been able to do that. And yeah, university is, I do agree that university is a scam, especially for me. It doesn't help me at all in anything. But you know, it's too late now. 6 months left. Going to the gym. 6 months of, who gives a fuck if I don't make any significant money in 6 months? I'll be free from lectures and work. Isn't that just the most satisfying thing? Yo guys, it's 9 p.m. now, same day as the last vlog, and yeah, I'm really falling asleep right now. I'm fucking tired, and I'm not doing that much today. I couldn't even train in the gym because my shoulder's killing me, because I've trained 5 times this week already, boxing, and already one other gym session. But basically guys, I have less than 5 weeks left until Christmas break, and I just feel worn out, and just in general worn out, number one. Number two, as I said in the video before this, I'm starting to feel like have some feelings sometimes where, oh, will I actually be able to make any money whatsoever? Is this what I'm cut out for? Maybe I'm just lying to myself and chasing childish fantasy dreams, like loads of you see these 12-year-old kids that see something online and they want it. They want to be a footballer, they want to be the next Ronaldo, and they're chasing these fantasies in their head. Or if it's like that for me with my business, I don't know. But I know one thing, that I've seen too many people be in worse positions than me and end up making it, which means that there is potential. And sure, they might not have had to have a full-time university degree and a full-time job at the same time in their first business ventures in the first year or two, like me. However, as I said, there's only 6 months left, and look, as I said, in like when I was in Italy this year, or Tenerife I think it was, even if it takes me 10 years until I make some substantial money, I'm still going to keep going. And in moments like right now, when I start to lose hope and feel like I'm not as valuable as I thought I was, this is the moments where I think back to what I said in Tenerife and be like, you're not doing terrible. Sure, there's many people younger than you that are flying past you. There's many people that started 2 months ago and are already making more money than you are. But at the end of the day, there's a reason for everything, and it's important to just be consistent and not drown yourself out because of the struggles you face right now. So I have 5 weeks left here in this apartment. Well, I have 5 weeks left until the Christmas break, because I'm gonna go back home for 2-3 weeks, maybe work a job for 2 weeks, just so, probably not the same one as I was working over summer, but just some quick 2-week agency job, just to get like one grand in the bank. Always gonna help. But basically I have 5 weeks now just to make some money, and it's really not that hard. Like, if you think about how much potential there is in the world, how many customers are buying over Q4, I just need to make 10k. Like, for example, one of the guys that I met with in Italy, he hit a 55k month last month. And when I met him in Italy, we were more or less on the same level. And he hit a 55k month last month. But, you know, he doesn't have a uni degree. He's not working. He's got all day, every day for dropshipping, which is like the polar opposite of me. And he's not bothered about parties or girls or social life. He's locked in. But anyways, that's not to say I can't hit even, you know, can I make 10k profits or just 10k revenue sales in the next 5 weeks? Like, is that a logical, is that a reasonable goal? That's a good idea, good point, good question. It depends on how hard I work, you know. I'm trying to grow a brand right now, and I ordered a custom product that was manufactured by the supplier, and it kind of fluked. Like, I've made maybe 20-30 videos, very poor engagement, nobody gives a fuck. And I spent almost $100 on this product, making the design myself, sending it to the factory supplier, and them actually making the product from scratch and sending me. And I'm struggling. Like, my content's okay. I've invested like at least $200 in all sorts of props and stuff like that. But that's the reality of it. So this one brand right now isn't doing too well. I'm not even making like 10k views on a video. Then there's another Christmas products I'm running. My content is decent, but I just can't go viral once again. Can't get over 10k views on a video. That's that too. I've ordered a new product yesterday, which is in a completely different niche. Totally different niche. These two products are like Christian products, and this one's like metal music. So it's like
the polar opposite. But I think Christians, basically like metal fans, really are passionate about their band, and they eat up anything of their band like cocaine. And sure, there might be like potentially some copyright issues, but for a quick little pump and dump over Q4, just go viral, make a store, rake in some orders and then fulfill them and then drop, it's fine. Like, it's not something you really want to build a brand around. But maybe with this Christian brand, which is a watch brand that I'm doing, I might make a whole video talking about my goals and aims for this brand. But I'm trying to keep it kind of low-key right now. I tell a few people about it, but I'm not outwardly showing people. This Christian watch brand might be like, might need to invest maybe $500 in different samples of different designs, which are better than the one I have now. And then another like $500 into making a really good concept before I see some potential results, before people actually believe in my brand. Because right now, I don't think they really believe in the brand. And that's fair. I thought it was a decent watch, my first design. I might even show you. It's like, who gives a fuck? Like, I posted myself on the videos as well. This is it. And it came out smaller than I thought. 30mm, but I should have checked. That's my fault. But anyways, I can't help the fact that people don't want it. I'm going to try and invest into some better samples, but once I have my money up, like right now, I'm still thinking about, will I be able to pay for rent for this year? And the biggest thing that's giving me stress, actually, not even that, there's only until June that I'm contracted here, and in the next month or two, they're going to ask me if I want to stay on in this place. And this place is like £700 a month something, which is like $1,000 a month. And the thing is, right, sure, I would want to stay on here, but I really don't want to have a job. Like, I graduate in May. I really don't want a full-time job. Like, if it happens, it happens, but if I just need one pump and dump product to give me like a good 5-10k, and that's my rent sorted for at least half a year, and that's without needing to work a job. And yeah, you know what I mean. Like the 2k I made for this, like 1 month ago, the 2k I made in a week, most of that money is gone now. It all went to rent. So, like Tate said in one of his old videos, every day he starts from zero. The money he made yesterday doesn't count. He's starting from zero again. And yeah. But guys, I'm yapping now. Like, there's loads I want to share. But realistically, no one's going to watch all 8-9 minutes of this one video where I'm talking now. But yeah, I've been yapping for a bit, but I feel like shit. I've only had one meal today and it's 10 p.m. and I want to just fall asleep and start again tomorrow. I don't know, might share some more, but if not, then catch you all later. Yo guys, what's up? It's Saturday today, 1 p.m. I'm basically going to this like property expo, Dubai Property Expo here in Cardiff. It's today and I signed up for it because I thought, why not? It's an interesting experience to see what I will find there, and it's always, good to look into the future and see. I mean, I obviously know like how things work more or less, but even though I'm not making masses of money right now, why not? I mean, if I were to move, it would be in like 1 year from now, because in 6 months I have my graduation, and then I have another 6 months of no uni, and I only need to make a couple £1,000 in these 6 months to not have to work a job and pay rent. And then I have 6 months, and basically guys, a lot can happen in 6 months, especially when you're not being overloaded with tasks. But yeah, I'm saying this now on camera. I don't know when I'll put this video out, but yeah, I've got my brand of watch that I'm wearing, and I've dressed up like business casual, and it's just going to be interesting to hear about the properties that are available with this company. If it's just that one company there or if there's more, I don't know. But I think it's going to be fun, and you know, the prices aren't astronomically high. I mean, you don't need to live in a luxury 5-bedroom house, whatever, instantly. Like, if I make £100,000 in this next year, from 6 months from now, imagine having to pay over 40% tax here in the UK, which is £40,000, whereas just moving to Dubai, I literally have to pay at the most 9% rather than 40%. That's £31,000 saved in the next year with just £100,000 in a year. And I know most of my friends and loads of my friends in the Discord make way more than that as it stands now. So it's not an unrealistic claim that I won't be able to achieve that and more. So it's honestly a game changer, because that's like 3 times as much you've saved. You've got £9,000 instead of, you've got £9,000 to pay out instead of £40,000. So which is just a cheat code. Well, you know, it's not exactly how it works, but you get the point. And it definitely won't cost me £31,000 to move there. Let £500 flight and then the rent for a year, which, as I said, is nowhere near that price for an average house, a flat, apartment. Anyways, I'm heading off. I don't know what to expect. I was not planning to go because I feel like it's just a bit lame for me at the moment, but I don't know if there'll be an event like this for another year or so, especially so close to home, because I'm not planning to travel far. It's literally just a 30-minute bus, and yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. And I've looked at their websites and they've got some decent properties, not probably even literally the same price as this one here, maybe a tiny bit more, like £1,000 a month, £800 a month, because I don't need anywhere luxury right now. I just need the environment, because even like going into what do you call it, downtown Dubai would be just what, a 20-minute drive. So it's literally, that's the hotspot of all business, of all entrepreneurs in the whole world. 20-minute drive away. And then once I start scaling the business, I can move closer. So yeah, guys, this is kind of spontaneous. I didn't know when I would say this, but because I'm going to this event now, I'm putting it out there that this is kind of my plan, and it's been my plan for over 2 years. And I mean, look at this. You've seen my vision board before that I made 2 years ago. This should be 1st of December. I'm not even hit the 10k mark yet, which is embarrassing, but you can see one picture, two pictures, 3 pictures. So this has always been in the back of my mind. I just didn't say it to anyone for over 2 years. Nobody was aware of this, apart from a few selected people. And so, you know, dream big. And yeah, on that note, I'm heading off now. Catch you all later. So guys, I've just left the hotel where that property networking event was. I was there around 2.5 hours, and honestly, safe to say it was pretty good. I mean, when I had the meeting with the agent, it wasn't really something at my level yet, because it was about buying properties. But it was still useful, as I asked him questions about renting, and I got a lot of insight. Even though, you know, he's more looking at people to actually buy, still good opportunity. And even more, I was able to network with a whole bunch of people, not really the property guys, but more in the lounge. At the start it was all like really old adults talking about like very fancy stuff that was way beyond me. It was good to listen to, but then there were a bunch of people my age, like 3 or 4,
and I saw they were talking about similar business models to what I do, so I thought, fuck it, let's go. And there's a rat there, Cardiff for you. Anyways, and I started talking with them, chatting, and it was great. Like, one of them did TikTok shop, one of them did like high ticket sales, and seeing stuff like this in real life is, it's not fully new to me, but in a way it is new to me, especially in the UK. It's the first time I think I've gone to like a networking event like this and found people that do similar business models to me in real life, which was great. And they're a lot more advanced than I am, but I had to, well, not a lot more, but quite a bit. But I had to kind of speak as if I'm, you know, proud of what I'm doing and sure about it. And basically there was them guys, and then later on there were a bunch of other people, slightly older age, but it was still insightful to talk with them. And to all these people I pitched my watch brand. Obviously I described them the idea and told them this is what I'm working at. It's still early days, but I'm working on it and this is my vision. And what I found was every single one of them told me that's an incredible idea, the design looks amazing, obviously need more designs in as well, but it's a really good idea. And that, honestly, that hit me because there's a Ferrari there. It hit me because for the last few weeks, shit, even from the very beginning, this watch brand has been like, I feel embarrassed to talk about it. Not that it's like it's a Christian watch brand, mainly just the whole concept of a watch brand. I'm like, who am I to start a watch brand? Like, look at me, I'm a broke university student, very little to no friends, very little to no social life. Who am I to own a fucking watch brand? But as I said, I pitched them the idea I have. I just put it out there, and I was shocked by the response. I was shocked by what they thought of it. And in fact, we got into discussions with the second set of people I met, and I said, you know, people buy emotions and people buy a brand, they don't buy a product. So my brand, Christian watch brand, very clearly has an emotion, an idea. The Christian watch brand started by a young man in his 20s with this design, that design, inspired by this, inspired by that. This is my experience building it, this is my inspiration, this is what I want to achieve. When you market it that way, when you market it about having the best materials, all this stuff, people can buy for even thousands of pounds for a watch that costs maybe £10 to make, because they believe in your brand so much. And I was talking to these people about that, and they were like, yeah, I agree, completely agree. And they looked at the watch and they were like, I would buy this for the higher price, even though I know how much it costs to make, because the emotion captures me, intrigues me, the brand is great, all this sort of stuff. And I was there for like 2.5 hours, so more than a lot of people I saw passing through there. But it was still a really good experience, and it kind of gave me that faith in myself. As I said on my last few vlogs, I've really lacked self-belief recently, and I struggle to put myself up there in my mind. And today, that's why I was that nervous going to this place, because I thought, who am I to go there? But it's all in your mind. Like, when I adjusted my mindset when speaking to these people, everything went perfectly fine. Nobody treats you differently. I mean, it's not even obvious really, but you have to speak of yourself as if you're already there. Obviously I said that I'm still with this brand early days, which is fine, but it was nice to have these kind of conversations with people. And these people have been all over the world, really. I've just been in Europe, I've never been outside of Europe. And I definitely want to get a property in Dubai to live in for a year or two, and that will probably happen maybe half a year after I graduate, depending on how the brand's doing then. The brand's doing really well, maybe even earlier, but I don't want to rush something so like special. And also what the guy said, the agent I was with for like 2-3 minutes, he said,
maybe 5 minutes actually. He said that moving to Dubai, renting or buying, it doesn't matter, it's a very quick process. So 1 year in advance is like, he puts out the question. He said, you know, it can be done within a couple days even. So there's not much to worry about in terms of that anymore. Right now I've had this kind of burst of motivation after being extremely demotivated in the business. Put my head down, work, I know what I need to do, keep my studies going even though I can't be arsed with them. There's only 6 months left, but get this brand actually getting momentum. You know, I have like, I'm just not put out there enough on my Instagram page. I don't have enough viewers, and the ones I do, I get more good comments than bad comments about the actual product. But the product is mid, it's just the first sample, and I'm making 4 more samples right now, which I need to invest some money in, fortunately. But that's the game. I'm gonna take a bus home, get some studying done, because it's 5 p.m, but it's getting dark already. Half an hour bus drive home, bus ride. See you all later. So guys, little update. Right now it's the 16th of November, and basically I'm making a promise, and I'm making a very serious, stern promise, because it's been a month since I've made any sales, since I made any money at all, since I had my 1k day, and I've kind of lost sense of who I am and what my goals are, and kind of sunken into almost into despair of not being successful and feeling like I'm worthless. So I'm making this promise now because I realize that in order for me to achieve my dreams, I need to speak them out loud and believe that they will happen, and set a clear goal. I won't sleep until I achieve. And that clear goal is, I'm making some money in the next 4 weeks. More specifically, I need to pay off my parents' mortgage in the next 4 weeks. It's only 8 grand. What is 8 grand? My friend I met up in Italy with made 55k last month. And speaking with him, the one thing that stuck out is he physically believed he can do it. And he spoke it to existence. Obviously he worked for it, but I didn't even believe that I didn't fully believe I can make money. So that's probably why I haven't made money in the last 4 weeks. The nitty gritty details are, obviously I didn't sleep well, slept too late because I went to bed too late. I wasted half the day on just being tired. Too much exercising, boxing, which I love doing, but I need to be serious with what my goal is. Anyway, so this is my official promise on the 16th of November. So I won't go back to Sheffield, to my parents' house for Christmas, until my mum's mortgage is paid off. My parents' mortgage is paid off. And basically, because I'm always very open to with my parents and tell them how my business is going every day. So I got a sale, I got another sale, because they support me. But what I'm going to do is, from now on, I'm not going to make any mention of anything if I make money. So I could have another 1k day tomorrow. I'm not going to mention anything. And I really want that kind of reaction from them, especially from my mom, this means a lot to me, to randomly call her. I don't know how I'll do it. For me to randomly call her and her see a 10k wire to her account and get the live reaction. Tell me that isn't anyone's dream. And I physically will manifest this shit in the next month. If I don't, I'm a fucking loser, but I'm actually not even considering that. I'm gonna get the live reaction, whether I don't know how I'll do it, whether I'll just send a bank transfer, whether I'll find a way to just have the signed papers. I don't know how it works, but I physically believe this is gonna happen. I have a system. I just need to finalize the system, take it 1 week at a time, give as much of every day as possible. Let's fucking go, guys. 1 month to go. 16th of November 2025. Let's crush it. Guys, it's 2 a.m. and I've worked really hard today. But one thing I just want to add before I go to bed is, I'll just show you first. 2:06 a.m. I've done like a 4 or 5 hour shift in the library, doing a bunch of stuff for my brand. But one thing I want to add, which is really important, is that in the last maybe day or two, I feel like I've switched completely as a person in terms of mindset, in terms of, just me, especially, the mindsets. Basically, suddenly I have this massive drive to work all the time, but above all, I enjoy it. I feel like I want to do this, because before, in the last 2 months of being here in Cardiff, I felt like I was forcing myself to do this and I didn't want to. And why was that? Anxiety, worrying. I basically made the decision in the last few days that I'm not staying here in Cardiff in this flat. In fact, I'm not staying in Cardiff at all. The second my tenancy runs out here, I'm going back to my parents' house to live till the end of this year, or until I make significant money. Basically, I'm not moving out there until I'm making a shit ton of money, where I don't have to think about rent. And the reason why that in itself has changed so much is because for the last 2 years since I moved in here, the reason I wasn't able to fully focus on e-com and business is because I'm just worried about whether I will have rent or not, whether I will be able to pay rent, because it's over £700 a month. But now the fact that I know I only have 6 months left to pay, and I'm gonna have probably a job for a couple of weeks in 3 weeks, and then a job probably over Easter, then I know that even if I don't make anything with ecom, I'm fine with rent. And now I'm like, phew, okay, I'm fine. Now I can actually work in peace, knowing that I've got the bare minimum done. And adding on to that, that's one thing. The second thing that changed my mindset is the realization that money doesn't come like that. You can't set yourselves goals for money. So I can't be like, in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to make £262. It doesn't work like that. You set yourself goals for work, not for money. So I set myself a goal. I'm getting out one trial reel for this account, and one reel for each of these next 2 accounts a day. And in those, for the first one, I do one reel, which is a completely new video concept, and I work on getting the best hand movements and aesthetics and hook and sound as possible. And for the trial reel, I can just mix up something that I've already filmed before, and the same with the others. And I also work on the website every day. And then if I do that for as much of the day as possible, now I just have to do this for at least 3, 4, 5 months, and not even think about results. Just think of, am I making good content every day? Am I getting better and better views? Have I gone viral? These are the things I need to be paying attention for. Bro, I can't speak, it's so fucking late, I'm dying. So not thinking about, do I have enough money in the bank? Not thinking about a monetary goal, but thinking about a work goal. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining this well. And then also not rushing it, so not expecting money to come, just getting into a daily habit of working every day. Like, sure, in the library, I spent 3, 4, 5 hours, don't know how long to be honest, but it felt like ages. And did that bring me any money? No. But I know that tomorrow I'm going to do today, technically I'm going to do the exact same thing, and then the day after, and then the day after, and at some point the money is going to come in, but that's not for me to decide. That's for God, fate, whatever, to bring it to me based on my work. And so that's that. And anything else I want to add on? Yeah, that's probably what I wanted to say. So yeah, going to bed now. Catch you all later. Good morning, guys. I'm off to my lecture now in the morning. It's 9 AM. Just wanted to share that what I was thinking recently now, that if you want to get rich, if you want to get successful, the first thing you need to do is you need to switch off in your head any sort of desire of being respected by others, of fitting in with others. And this is especially important if you're at university or college, because these places have very strong social settings and very strong, almost status elements involved as well. And if you're trying to become an entrepreneur, if you're trying to become rich, the sort of work you need to do, the sort of person you need to become is completely contrary to how you go to the top of the status at these places, usually, which involves going to parties a lot and trying to get as many girls as possible, you know what I mean, stuff like that, trying to be good looking. And these things, you just don't have time for them when you're building a business. When you're building a business, the one thing that you need to do is to lock yourself in your room and just work non-stop. You do not care what anyone thinks. And I think in the last 2-3 months I've maybe tried a bit too hard to fit in with the people around me and get them to, shall we say, I don't know, like me or respect me. And now I just don't care, because I know I kind of got a mix of reviews. Like, some people are chill with me, and it's clear that some people aren't. And I need to let go of any sort of attachment to want to change anyone's opinion. So the first thing, you're never going to get rich if you don't detach yourself from the desire of being respected by people around you. You just need to do exactly what you want to do, regardless of what other people think. I'm saying that because it just cropped up in my mind today that shit, I've kind of not been doing this, and maybe that's why I've lost track of business a bit, trying to please others too much. But yeah, guys, I'm going to my lecture now. See you all later.